If a broad is fucking you on the first day without a condom, don't trust her. That's what I'm going to tell you. And guess what? If a lot of women are doing it, then you need to understand that a lot of women ain't shit. So if you get her pregnant, you got to understand what comes with that. Most likely that kid is not going to be yours. Secondly, what's going to happen is you have to go through a whole different process of being a father and co-parent with the girl that you know is a hoe, which is nuts. More women are hoes now than ever before. And you want niggas to stop fucking? You want niggas to be celibate?
Baby.
Like, this is nuts to me, bro.
Hey, Rico, you go to the doctor to get some work done?
Would I?
Yeah.
I would.
What?
Nah. I don't think I would go to the doctor to get work done. I was supposed to get this done a long time ago. I just re-break my nose.
You want
I
to?
actually always wanted to know.
You want to do what?
Re-break my nose. I broke it 3 times, so it's really crooked.
Okay.
So I just line it up. That's it.
But
I wouldn't get any work.
Let me see.
Do you have health insurance?
No, look
health
straight,
insurance
go
will pay
straight.
for that.
Look straight this way.
It's elective.
I see that.
No, because it most likely, like if you put
deviated
one
septum.
finger right here.
That's what you got to tell them.
Yeah, but I did. But then it was weird because I had one when I was younger, but then by the time I turned 18, because they wouldn't re-break it until I was a certain age. I broke it when I was in 4th grade, 5th grade, and like 7th.
Doing what?
Football.
Young.
And basketball.
Think about kids. Me and Darren talked about this last night. Kids used to break shit. I remember it was I also went to white schools, but
That's what I was gonna say. I only saw white kids with broken stuff, never black kids.
I've never broken anything. I asked Darren if he broke anything. But people used to break stuff, and now
they in the house.
You don't never see a what is it called?
Cast.
See, I don't remember what it's called. Cast. Nobody has a broken leg or anything.
You drank milk when you were a kid?
I did.
I guess in cereal.
Milk. Yeah,
but outside of that, never like a glass of milk. That's what I used to think. I knew about milk way before milk was never good for your body.
Well, you mean to stop drinking it?
It's like drinking a glass of glue. It just don't make no sense.
Oh, I started drinking like 1% and 2% very early on.
I drank whole milk still.
First of all, I drank whatever was in the house.
Still. Lactate though.
To this day.
It's like, it tastes like, it leaves like a film in your mouth. Like,
because it's not supposed to be digested. That's why it's not.
Well, you know, Rashawn, right? He actually put me on game with this spot in Pennsylvania. And it's like everything, like the milk and everything is like real. I could say.
You're saying from a cow?
Yeah, but it's not like going through all the bullshit that we get at the ShopRites and the Wegmans and you know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, like it's homogenized.
Like you get fresh, real milk right then and there.
It's homogenized, but it's not filled with the chemicals and everything and stuff.
Yeah. And it tastes entirely different. Entirely different.
Well, even that 1%, 2% tastes different than
like water.
Yeah, that's what was messed. You know what? My mom used to try to get us into. I think it's called rice milk. It comes in a box.
I've seen that.
Fuck, she was on her shit.
You know, the majority of the world actually. I just saw this stat. The majority of the world drinks box milk or canned milk.
It's canned milk. Canned milk.
My mom drinks evaporated. Well, she puts evaporated milk in her tea.
I do too. Yeah, the majority of the world.
Do you know? I thought that was because my girl made some
Condensed?
shit. I thought it was wick.
That's thicker.
Because I'd never had it before. I know, and
Well,
I said that to her. And
yeah,
I was like, "What are you doing with that?
coffee?
Why are you trying to feed it to me?" She was making something with it, and so I called my mom. I was like, "Yo, she got this wick milk over here."
Wick milk.
And she was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "She got condensed milk." She was like, evaporated milk." She's like, "In a can? Evaporate? You see me?"
You say a vagabonded milk.
And then so I put her on the phone with my mom, and I was like, "Yo, mom, what kind of milk is that?" She was like, "Oh, that's for the."
What'd she say?
The what?
Because I thought it was wick milk, and my
the
mom,
what?
Wick milk.
What is this?
That's like if you didn't have money, like it was the.
Oh,
it's not true.
Like I didn't know what the fuck that was.
I didn't know, but she was like, "This
when the milk is a little gay."
That's what I thought. Like gay milk.
Is your mom?
This is gay milk.
What is your mom saying?
The milk a little gay.
You think I'm wild? My
little
mom
sweet
is wild. She quotes Bible quotes, or she actually makes them up.
She makes them up.
And she'll say like, like Jesus at the end to make him sound real. She was like, and what did the Lord say? And if you,
He never said that shit.
and she asked me this morning, she was
I'll
like,
start saying that.
My mom would probably do that too.
she said something, and I was like, and then for this day, what will we do? And I was like, eat. She was like, no. I was like, all right, because I know she's making it up. She don't know nothing.
Wick milk.
Don't let the Bible readers catch up.
Oh no, she can get off with it, like people that don't know. What are you talking about?
They be like, amen.
I met this lady today. She was hitting me with them
Yeah, she
scriptures,
didn't know a
boy.
damn thing.
They walk around sounding stupid.
But I grew up in the church, so I know all the bullshit. I mean, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant to say.
Cut that out.
Hallelujah.
I'm
She loves the
tired.
Lord.
That's not what I meant to say. But I
Amen.
grew up in the church, so like, you can say a scripture right now, and I can probably finish it.
You went to church all when you were a kid
Mm-hmm.
on purpose, like they made you.
You saw that lady
Said
I
on
brought with me?
On purpose.
Yeah, I ain't really had no choice. I guess I had a choice when I moved with my dad.
Oh, he wasn't into the Lord like that.
Nah.
Well, you don't have to not be
What?
into the Lord, but there are churchgoers
Yeah,
and there are non-churchgoers.
yeah. Holy
That
rollers.
doesn't mean that you're not into the Lord.
Well, I believe, but I'm not like.
So you're not a churchgoer, is what she's saying.
But you're still into the Lord.
Okay, you went.
I'm not trying to go viral. Get out of here. It's Friday. I'm trying to have my little beverage and
Nigga said okay.
You got it.
I thought something was coming.
Nope.
Nothing else. Nothing
No,
else.
no,
I got
ma'am.
nothing else for you.
But yeah, I did. I grew up in the church.
My Seventh-day Adventist grandmother used to take me to church with her. She used to stick us in the Sunday school.
What was that like? I don't know.
Sunday
I don't really
school?
know any 7-day events.
Mhm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The Seventh-day Adventists usually go to church on Saturdays.
So what was it? Was it
Jehovah's
Saturday
Witness?
school?
Oh,
6-day Adventist.
you been called to Saturdays? I don't know. I never been to.
I don't
That'd be
know.
first
I just
day.
remember it was
Where the kids
a
go.
kid room,
Yeah.
and there was a
Was it Catholic?
No.
CCD?
Was there a priest?
listen. I was a kid, and I
A
didn't go
priest?
every week. I went-
That's twice.
It's gonna
In
be
like
34.
3 minutes.
Watch.
I mean, so everybody on my mom's side of the family is Catholic. So I grew up, doing calisthenics when I would go to church
Mhm.
over there.
That's how you say?
Calisthenics?
That's a real word.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
You go to the gym. You never heard of calisthenics?
No, I swear.
Oh, but I mean, you really messed up my joke, but really messed up my joke. But
Sorry. Start over.
I ain't gonna lie, that Catholic church be 1 hour of power. Really be like 45 minutes.
I went to one in New Brunswick, and them niggas was there all day.
Catholic?
Yeah.
Was it a charismatic, Catholic charismatic? Because that's different.
No, it was Catholic.
Nah, them ain't no real Catholics.
I used to have to go to CCD. I went there. I'll be there for an hour downstairs studying. Then I had to go upstairs. They had like 6 different ones, sessions.
Yeah, CCD is like
It's
they
Catholic.
used to go to that, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. No, I'm saying I would go to my Sunday church school as a kid and then have to go to Sunday church right after. My mom is Catholic and her father
That's you.
is Catholic.
Yeah.
Like my mom didn't push
Yeah.
any religion on me. I just woke up and said I need to learn about God, and I made her bring me to CCD in like 5th grade to like 8th grade. But then after that, I was like, and then I became a 7-day Adventist.
What
Then
they
you would do
believe?
is like, what?
What they believe?
Adventures every
So
Sunday.
essentially, they're more so aligned with like the Torah than the 7. So their 7th day is actually on Saturday.
So they're Sabbath.
Yeah, basically they celebrate the Sabbath.
But what do they believe?
It's a Christianity blend. If I had to paraphrase, it's a Christianity blend with the Torah, with Judaism. Yeah, Judaism. Yeah, like I used to fast for 40 days. I wouldn't eat anything that raised.
40 days.
Well, it wasn't a real fast, but like kind of similar to like Ramadan. So anything that raised you can't eat. So I wouldn't eat like bread raised.
Oh.
So if you,
okay.
yeah, yeah,
Leaven.
levy.
The like
Rises?
unleavened bread.
Anything that,
Yeah, rises.
anything that rises.
Oh.
So I used to do that, and I did that for 3 years.
I don't really know if I know any 7. And maybe I do, and I just don't know that.
Is there an updated religion where like you could just do stuff?
Jehovah's Witness?
Them niggas been doing what they want.
Honestly, I didn't even find out that my grandmother was Seventh-day Adventist till like a couple years ago.
Oh, she fraud then.
No, to be honest, I just know the lady goes to church all the time. Like that's all I remember about
your
her.
daddy mama.
It should be a cult.
The lady.
Like she just goes to church all the time. I didn't know it was specifically like Saturdays.
You
But
got your protest boots on. Them things big.
But she's like,
Send them your boots.
Oh, you asked me if those.
Oh, he did
I
say.
said, "Are
He
those
said,
your
"Are
boots?"
those your boots?" Yes, they are.
Okay.
There's no boots.
Sorry.
You know how they put the 2 people in the horse costume, and then somebody got to be in the back.
Somebody else
That's
leaves.
why I was like,
Oh, I'm the horse.
we got
I'm
your
the back of the horse.
You got your pants on backwards.
I do not. My pants on backwards.
All right.
Anyways, my grandmother is a sewer, and my sister had went down.
A seamstress?
Can I say sewer? Are you guys gonna have a problem with every single thing I say?
I just never heard so. I didn't say nothing though. He said it.
A sewer is like they raise.
She be sewing shit.
All right.
She's not a seamstress, but she knows how to sew.
Like me.
Sure.
You're
You know how to sew? I didn't know that about you.
Was it? But see, that's the difference. Like, there's a difference. There's levels. Like, can I hem some pants, fix the crotch? In the
Yeah,
pants?
she could do that.
Can she make a dress?
No, she don't be making shit.
Oh,
she knows how to fix stuff.
Well, she's a sewer.
So she's a sewer.
No, she's just a person
Anyway,
that know how to
moving
use a
on.
needle and thread.
Moving on. It was a Saturday, and my sister went downstairs and asked her if she could fix something for her.
Oh, she said
And
no.
she was like, I can't. I'm sorry. It's Saturday.
Oh yeah, it can't work. Yep. And it was the best thing because when I would work my job, I never worked Friday nights or Saturday days.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was clocked out by 5 o'clock, and then boom.
Y'all had holidays and stuff though?
Yeah, what holidays do y'all
It's
get?
the Christianity.
I don't know what this
Yes.
means.
So I think you have the generation where men were not there when they left their families. But then you have multiple generations after that, and the women and the kids that come after that, and they deal with the trauma of not having a father or not having, so either they are hyper independent. They're like, oh, I don't need a man. So then that just separates the people from each other, from creating unions and creating families and being married. And when you're not married, everyone knows like the way you build wealth the fastest is with a partner in marriage and by having a home. That's tried and true. Everybody knows that. So we didn't get the 40 acres. That was our property, right? And then now we are so detached from being in relationships, from being in like, I guess, what's it called? A nuclear family? Just typical husband and wife or whatever. And I won't even say typical husband and wife, because even if it's still a family, if it's 2 men or 2 women or whatever, it's still a family, and they can do the exact same thing. But I think people are more so on their, I can be alone. I don't need nobody. And I think that's really
agenda, if we want to call, the, I guess, different things that we were speculating was being pushed, like separating the families. I think the new agenda now is blending truth with lies and lies with truth, because now information has been more accessible than ever before. And because of that, there's lies that they have said were truths that they have to protect, and I believe vice versa. And in order to continue to be in power and be in control, you need to make sure that people don't know those truths. Certain things are being heavily guarded right now. Certain things are being heavily exposed. But there's also, a double-edged sword on whatever side of the fence that you're on. I'm talking about the powers that be, of course. So I think that's right now I think people right now are more curious and hungry for knowledge than ever before, and question and challenge what they're being told publicly more than ever before. And I think information right now is the biggest, I guess, agenda that is being pushed right now.
Yeah, but you're talking about like overall. I think Alan's question was with respect to Black people.
Even that.
What?
You know?
Rome, do you have something to say?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just listening. They're conversing.
You're making this face as if you have something to say.
I cannot control my faces. I'm so sorry. I really can't.
Okay.
You have one face.
I can't control it. Like if I don't like shit, it'd be like I saw your face.
Okay.
I'm not gonna look at you.
All right, so the Guardian posted this, and it says that the wealth of Black Americans will fall to zero by 2053. And it's a projection, of course, right? And I'm saying, to tie back into initially what I was saying, I don't believe all this shit, because half of this shit is psychology. Half of this shit is programming. Half of this shit is all propaganda that they're utilizing to make us downplay ourselves, make us panic like we typically do. Like we were talking about this earlier about the amount of Black millionaires that people don't even know about. And I think that when we actually can understand that half of this shit that they've been telling us about ourselves has never really been the truth, even to our own history. So I think, again, the new attack is on information, because information is the programming. If I could tell you that, Black people are going to have no wealth by 2053, you automatically are starting to prepare your mind to have no wealth at 2053. But if you actually know the real numbers, you probably know that there's more millionaire Black people today than there ever has been before. And so with that being said, there's a lot of wealth that can be passed down. We got to turn off the news and turn off the stats and turn on real life so that we can actually see the real truth. That's what I think is the attack in today.
And I think the baseline is division. As long as they can keep us divided, then they can add that part B to it, and it keep feeding us this information. It's like, really, you don't have to believe this. Like before you even put it up there, he said, I don't believe it. It doesn't have to be true. So I mean, it's just on a screen
from a credible source.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what extrapolation of data means?
No, but I guess you'll tell us.
Well, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because you can take the idea that Rico was saying is that they're just putting out random statements and they want you to believe it, or there's actually data and statistics and they're extrapolating it 20 years out, 30 years out to create a statement that leans towards very well being a fact. So
without variables, the consideration of new variables.
You know what extrapolation of data means?
Yeah, but they're taking about...
it does account for that stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's what these people do. They're actuaries. They're statisticians. That's what they do. And again, everybody in here agrees that numbers don't lie, right? There are no emotions in this. So what I'm saying is that I think it depends on who you are as a person. So you say, oh, all y'all girls in here gonna be overweight. Y'all all gonna have kids, this, that, and the other. I'd be like, fuck you. Not gonna be overweight. I'm gonna have my own shit. I'm gonna do this, that, and the other. Like just cause somebody stood in front of you and said you ain't shit, you gonna not be shit? What does that mean? Like in most cases, I feel like if I tell you you ain't gonna be shit, you can be like, fuck you, who's next? You're gonna be like, I'm gonna do me, right? And whatever it is you subscribe to and whatever it is you want to do, you're gonna push forward and do that regardless of what somebody else is trying to put on you. If I tell you you ain't shit, what you gonna say? Fuck you. And you gonna grind and do what it is you want to do. Whatever it is you believe that's gonna make you successful, make a happy home for your family, make comfortable lifestyles for your parents or whatever, you're gonna do that. So why do we think that just because somebody stands in front of us or someone puts this out. We're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna be broke in 2053. No, I'm gonna keep doing exactly what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, but that
just doesn't make sense.
There's 4 people on this couch. The odds of
and there's 6 people in this room.
Well, yeah, but there's 4 people on this couch.
The dog upstairs.
The odds of the people, the odds that the majority of people are going to be able to push through that is slim to none, right?
Says who?
I mean, says
the data.
The data is the project. If you just look at a project, look at a low income area, right? And you look at the low income area, and everybody knows where they live is not where they want to desire to live. At some point, they accept that truth because things might be hard, or maybe there's parents that sit there and tell them, yo, you would never be shit. So they believe their parents. There's parents that tell their kids, or people that are adults, role models that look at them like, you'll forever be an idiot. So they buy into it. So the same thing that they're telling us is the same thing that they doing or that we do to ourselves. And the odds are majority of the time, people are going to buy into that when life gets hard. When you have to look at yourself in the mirror and you be like, damn, I'm 30 years old and I'm not married. And you're a woman, you automatically most women are subscribing to the fact that they're like not desired or valuable, right? Which is how we even got a show. So realistically, yes, there are the anomalies. There are the people that are going to be like, yo, I'm not subscribing to the bullshit that you're putting out there. But they only put that, get back on topic, they only put that bullshit out to us because they started off putting the bullshit out to us and we bought from the very beginning and subscribe to bullshit that they put out to us.
I think it's because they're obsessed with us.
Well, yeah,
I that's all it is. This has nothing to do with. They're literally just obsessed with us. Like if somebody said, like, I don't care about those N words. So why are you looking my way? Why do you care what I'm doing? Why do you care if I got a job? Like, like all these things are happening. I'm gonna say one thing, like, we've always survived. You know what I mean? Like, even when the Depression hit, Black Americans did not feel the same impact that everybody else did. Because you know what? When you have our money in the banks, the money was in the mattress. The money was hidden in a pail in the ground somewhere, in a farm or plot of land or whatever, So I feel like even though this stuff is out here, I just feel like we don't necessarily align to it, even though that's the set of circumstances that's presented. Because we've always, at least in this country, I can't speak for nobody else, but American descendants of slaves have had to be here and have had to make something out of nothing regardless. And our circumstances have never been what anybody else's circumstances are. And something, literally made something out of nothing. Something. Not sure how it works, but we've been able to do that.
Because it's called resilience. We've always been more resilient than words.
We are not resilient. We are survivals. Like we're survivors. We're not resilient. Like, just because you survive doesn't mean you're thriving. And that's the problem. We literally buy into the bullshit that they tell us. And I can't speak for everybody, but I tell you, I can speak for New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, the tri-state, Connecticut, the tri-state area.
She wants you to speak in New York.
She's only in one borough. But I could say I know the same people. It's like you have a kid that's growing up in the area. Let's say he's growing up in Compton or in Slauson, where majority of those people are Crips. And you're taking all those kids. I don't know. Let's just say there's 10,000 new kids that are born in a 2-3 year time frame. 9,000 of those kids are going to be a Crip, a gang member of some sort. 9,000 of those kids are going to buy into the shit that they were subscribed to. That was being pushed for them to subscribe to. Maybe 1,000 might make it out. And I would actually say 100 might make it out. So just because we survive, but we constantly repeat the cycle doesn't mean that we're resilient. It just means that we're literally on a treadmill, living the same life. Majority of us living the same life over and over again because, again, there's only 4 people sitting on this couch.
Wait, so are you saying that we're not resilient? I don't know. I don't know.
To me, all right. So to me, resilience doesn't mean
resilience.
Resilience does not.
Has a
Okay, I'm not talking to you. So
resilience has a definition.
All right. So whatever. Resilience and endurance are different. We can endure a lot, but
all right.
Resilience means you have the ability to overcome, to endure and overcome. But just because you're enduring and repeating is not necessarily just resilience to push through. You're resilient to survive. You're resilient to keep on living the same life. And not just you, but, not just them, but everybody in the mass perspective is living the same life over and over and over and over again.
You think that's by choice, though?
I think it's because we are not really as resilient as we like to credit ourselves.
The thing is that we're not putting it out about being Black and being impoverished. They're not synonymous, right? But those two things are only conflated when it comes to us. We're not putting that out there. We don't control the media. Who do you think's putting it out there? And why do you think they're putting it out there?
Well,
Like even the people who got it out the mud and they have been resilient and they have elevated on top of being resilient, right? You got people that literally grew up in the suburbs, but you want to be the hood kid that actually had to do some things to become successful or to get it out the mud. And I think I sent this to the chat, this comedian on this podcast that I like. She said, the problem is that Black people that made poverty look lit. We've made it look cool. We've made having nothing look good because we are resilient, because we are able to still live or have very little means.
Find happiness.
But look a certain way, carry ourselves a certain way, have a certain level of confidence, have a certain level of intelligence.
Well, that lends to his point. I'm sorry to cut you off because he's talking about striving. He's trying to separate striving and enduring from resilient and settling. That's what I think his point is, because he's saying, being that we make it look good and everything like that, it's still not progressive.
Thank you.
I'm just speaking to his
But that's
point.
not the point that I'm making.
Okay, but I'm just letting you know. I'm sorry to cut you off.
What I'm saying is that we've made it look so good, or we've been able to actually do so well with so little, that people who actually have something in life want to be a hood dude. They want to act like they got it out the mud. Drake is a perfect example. Perfect example. You know what I mean? And we don't even have to talk about none of the Drake hate, none of the Kendrick, none of that. But one thing we do know is that's why Kendrick dislikes him, is because he's not being genuine. You know what I'm saying? And this isn't about Drake, but I think that Drake actually represents a lot of people who actually have a good life, and they don't need to be impoverished. They don't need to deal with a lot of bad situations and sleeping in cars and not having food and this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? Like, go rap about your good suburban life.
Just go be rich.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people who are in poverty don't want to be that way, whether they're Black or white.
Well, then you also have the fact that we spend the most money. So let's go ahead and fake being Black, so then we can get all the Blacks to spend their money and be more frivolous, so they can have less wealth and less things that they could pass down. And that's what I'm saying. We are stuck on a treadmill as a culture, and we have learned to cope with fake, false happiness. And the fact that, you see those commercials where the kids in Africa, and they be like, donate. And sometimes you see them on like Instagram, and they look like life is great for them, but you seeing how much they don't have, but yet they can still smile. We are another version of that within this country. Like, we can have nothing, live in the worst conditions, and still have fun. So for a person who's rich from the outside looking in is like, wow, I'll get mad if I don't have this amount of money, or I get mad if my mom didn't buy me these new Jordans. This person been wearing the same Jordans for 4 years and he's still happy. So they come to us because they're trying to figure out, how do we source happiness with nothing? And that's where their obsession is. But then the higher ups is like, well, look, just in case you niggas get a little crafty and a little smart, let me make sure you realize none of you niggas will be able to have wealth in the next 25, 27 years. Don't forget that. You ain't shit. And that's where these stats come from. That's where all this propaganda comes from, because they're programming us to keep us on a goddamn treadmill going forward for as long as they can. Let's just say X amount of years ago, avocado was looked down upon. Shit, being black and eating watermelon was looked down upon. But nowadays, you're seeing that in the information that comes to the surface that watermelon is one of the most hydrating fruits. But if you're a kid like me in 1993 and you hear, eating watermelon is for black people, and you like, damn, well, why is it for black people? But you don't know the actual health benefits from it. At some point, you start to feel shame. So you start to boycott things that are actually good for you, right? So there's always been an attack on information to keep us beneath where we can actually get to.
But why would you not eat watermelon?
I was about to say, I think, your statement is a little...
Well, think about it like this. So to go on, right? The number one product that is sold, skincare product, is what?
Lotion?
Korean skincare?
Lightening cream.
Wait, so where?
In the world. The number one
United States?
In the world, the number one product sold for your skin is skin whitening cream. Okay? So if you look at it, the white people don't want to be white. So who the fuck is buying it? Us.
Got on that phone quick.
Right? So when you look at it and it's like, all right, well, why is this the case? Is because they've already made it so that in order to be or look wealthy or to feel wealthy, you got to be white. So when you talk about why would I want to boycott eating watermelon, is because I'm becoming more black and more unwealthy. My odds are actually going less and less and less and less. So like we start to buy into their culture, or we try to buy into just even code switching. If you want to work in corporate America, a lot of times you have to code switch. Who are you code switching to?
It's over. It's been over, actually.
But who are you code switching now? But still, it lasted a long time. So who are you code switching to?
For the majority.
For the majority of whom?
Yeah.
The ruling class, which makes up of what? White people. But what I'm saying is we have to buy into their culture. We're not focusing on their color. We have to buy into their culture, their rules, their regulations. So that's why black people stop doing so many things that we think that black people shouldn't do. For example, like eating watermelon and eating chicken was at one point, use a nigga. You feel? Use a nigga. Or
you know what? Maybe
watermelon and chicken, use a nigga.
Maybe because I'm from the South,
it could be
that is not a thing. Like, we eat watermelon and we're proud to eat watermelon. You can't come up to me and see me eating a watermelon like, oh, you jigaboo. Bitch, fuck you. Like, it's watermelon. It's the South. It's hot. It's hydrating. Like, there's literally nothing you could tell a Southern person about eating fried chicken. Because you know who else eat fried chicken in the South?
White people.
Thank you.
Well,
the Asians, the Mexicans, everybody. So, like...
But they were eating it too. That was the craziest thing.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that this must be a North thing, but like everything you're saying does not happen in the South.
All right, but what I'm saying is, again...
I think it's just Sorry, Rico. I think it's just a stereotype that black people like these things and not that...
But we do.
Right, but it's not that these things are for black people. So
well,
if I want...
stereotype then?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't like watermelon.
The stereotype came from like minstrel shows way back in the day, and them performing with
blackface and all that
with watermelon. So that's where that came from. It didn't come from like anybody from 1990 and above. It's something, again, that was the programming before we're seeing the programming. That was the programming before technology. How about that? When they could actually put us on stage and mock us and mimic us, that was their form of programming. And then they would go back and tell other people, like, oh, you got to come see this. Like, even if you go back to the origins of Black Friday, you know what Black Friday was about?
Yeah.
So even if you go back to then, like, now it's marketed.
Mm-hmm.
This is just because it's just part of our technology. Back then, that was just their marketing.
Well, my point was, I don't think that people are going out of their way to say, well, I'm not going to eat watermelon. I'm not going to eat fried chicken because I'm trying to be less black.
Well, now, no, I'm not talking about now. I'm saying in the 90s when you were younger. If you went to a high-end restaurant and you were black, and there's majority of white people in this high-end restaurant, you would look at the chicken and be like, damn, I would love some chicken. Let me not order chicken. Let me get steak, right? Because we were always trying to fit in to the stereotype of wealth.
I know for a fact
do a reaction
that, what's the guy? He's in a French-speaking, a francophone country. He's like 30-something. He's like the new leader. I cannot think of his name. I think it starts with an F. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. And I always wondered this. I mean, I know it's from colonialism, but he removed the requirement for anybody like in the judicial system, so judges, lawyers, all of that, they don't have to wear that white wig anymore. So even you could be in Nigeria right now, or we'll say, Nigeria. He's not in Nigeria, but he's in Burkina Faso. What is it? Burkina? I don't want to mispronounce it.
Versailles.
But you literally will walk in and like you got somebody with a regular, say you got like a little fro or whatever, like your hair, like you have it cut short, and they'll have like a white like wig with the curls on it, like that. No, literally.
That's fucking insane.
With like the with the white, it's like a bib looking thing right here with the black. Literally, that's how they look.
The Beethoven shit.
Yeah, and it's like, why do you have that on? It's like it's a hat, but you got. And the thing is that people you might run into court and just slap your thing on, so they be in there looking crazy, But they have to have it. But this guy got rid of it. I think it's excellent because I don't understand why the hell they wearing that.
All right, so moving on, I know that we did see the what's it called? The Obama and Anthony Davis clip. I didn't know he said don't talk. Like I didn't hear him say that part. But they're fucking wild. But it started with him. It started with Barack. The disrespect started with Barack.
I don't think any of it started as disrespect. You have to understand that, first and foremost, Barack Obama is charismatic. He knows how to set the scene. He understands that he's filming a documentary, one that he's probably the executive producer for. So you got to understand, he done already checked out every person he's talking to. He knows everybody's stats. He know exactly who the young dude is. He knows exactly.
He was trying to give him some camera time.
Thank you.
Propaganda.
He's literally trying to get him kind of
to say some things. I'm trying to get conversation so you can say this or
exactly.
It's just marketing then.
That's literally all he's trying to do. And you have to remember, Barack is a hooper. Like I guarantee you, he could probably beat everybody in this room right now.
Oh my! I will give Barack buckets. Yo, Aaron, stop.
You're crazy.
I will give Barack.
He will stand in his old man position.
Barack will not be able
to.
Yo, Barack will drop. No, he's going to drop.
Drop.
You better stand down.
Where's the defense?
You better stand.
Where's the defense? Who's letting him shoot all that?
It don't matter.
I'm
not. You got too much faith in Barack for basketball.
I remember when I was in college.
That's crazy.
We had too much fucking faith in that nigga.
That's crazy. All right.
No. But that's what I'm saying.
Barack will fuck around being a coma, bro. You better stop playing. Look. Barack is a great president. He's a great politician. But basketball at how old is he?
Oh my God. People that hoop for the entirety of their lives. When I was in college, I used to go into like one of the million gyms on our campus, and like it would be old professors in there dropping them on boys.
Yeah, but there was like 40. Barack is like what, 70?
That's crazy that none of this gives athlete.
Yeah, like
I'm not saying it doesn't give athletes.
Wow, right?
Barack's not
Barack. Barack. I ain't gonna lie, Barack.
You look like you can run fast.
Nigga, he'll
like
run Barack over.
No,
run fast. You're gonna run through Barack. Imagine Barack trying to post up. Like, get out of here, old man.
Do that to Mr. Barack, but
that's why they'll let Barack shoot. Like, I'm gonna let him shoot.
It would be a good game. How about that? Give me that. So it would be
no, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is that I don't think
he's gonna drop. He's gonna give us buckets.
He's not gonna be trying to make you dance. He ain't doing none of that.
He can't move.
Okay.
Rome, you gonna be out of breath in 2 minutes.
I'm fat now.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But I know you don't do cardio. We talk, and I know you don't.
He does the most cardio.
I'm the best athlete in this. I could beat anybody in this room in any sport besides swimming.
What about tennis?
I'll kill somebody in some tennis.
Well, first of all, you're not beating me. You'll beat me in tennis, though. In tennis, you'll beat me.
The money. Why you got all these ones?
$7.
He says,
Why you got all these ones?
Where we going?
On tennis.
nah, you got tennis. I'll
Not
give you
table tennis.
I'll give you tennis, but I'm not playing for $7.
I think we should do tennis because I used to play Wii Sports.
Okay, now you playing games.
Tennis.
When it comes to tennis, I don't play teams.
I'm very competitive. You should pick
You
me.
didn't set up the scenario. He asked you if you had to have a partner who was gonna be on your team.
First of all, he's got to go against me. That's the only fair shit. Like,
How's that fair?
what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? You know what?
We could be Venus and Serena
In
over
tennis, you could have tennis. I learned my lesson a long time
Better
ago.
than me. I dare you to say football.
I will kill you in football.
Okay.
I will kill you in basketball. Rome, we'll go tomorrow. But I know you got work on Monday, and I don't want you to not be able to make
Flip it over.
it.
It's 14.
I was like, he's lying. I was like, he just said 7.
Flip it over.
What?
All right, you got it, Rico.
He said, what is it?
Yeah, just,
You got it.
anyway, back to what I was saying. No, he said
says-
flip it over.
You got to count it like Smokey. Like, you got to count it like Smokey.
14. It's 14 up there.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that
Rome is crazy right now.
what he was doing was setting up the scene.
Yo,
He already knows everybody in the room. He's literally setting up the scene to get certain reactions from people.
I'll be
He
honest.
already knows that the young man is a great athlete. He
This
already
might
knows
be
what he's
scripted.
capable
It
of. Wait a
probably was
minute.
scripted.
It's not scripted.
Probably scripted. It's a documentary. It's
It's not
probably
scripted.
scripted.
Like
They be sprinkling this shit in there in pre-production all the time. Yo, you know
they
what? Say this.
probably go in with the questions that are going to be asked. Of
Think
course,
if Barack. Let me ask you a question.
the
right?
prompts.
If Barack was like, "Yo, I don't want this to hit the internet," this shit would have never been out, right? So I'm going to say I agree. This is a staged production, but
say it's staged.
if it wasn't, and this was an actual in the moment, let's just say there was no documentary thing, I can't stand a backhanded compliment. I don't fuck with it. I don't care if you're Barack, Donald, Donnie, Biden. It don't matter what president you were.
Knock your boy.
That's my homie, but I don't give a fuck if it was him
Knock
too.
your boy,
It could be Miss Batista. It don't matter who. It don't matter who it is, right? You do a backhanded compliment. I don't give a fuck who you are, what presidential campaign you were in, or what the hell you done. I'm going to check you. I'm not going to, put my hands on you, but stand down, nigga.
No,
Barack,
but
stand down.
But that's the thing. You cannot like
Stand the
something.
fuck down,
You don't
Barack.
gotta check nobody. Check somebody for what? You give me a backhanded compliment, that's on you. I already know what's
Nigga,
going on
stand the
over
fuck
here.
down, nigga.
Okay.
What the fuck I'm gonna check you
That's
for
why you
a backhanded
already know.
compliment?
That's why you
Stand
gave a
the
backhanded
fuck
compliment.
down, nigga. Don't talk. That's what that
First
is.
of all, no one says stand down.
He did.
This says
No.
He said, "You better,
No,
I better stand down."
I heard what he said saying, like, don't nobody say stand down. Like, again.
That was a nice way of saying, "Nigga, you got me fucked up." Like, but it was Barack, so I can only say stand down. He said, "Tell him niggas the full context,
Nigga said
nigga."
LeBron.
Nah,
need
tell him niggas the
backup.
full context,
That's
nigga.
not what he said though.
What do you mean? Yes, he did.
He didn't say tell his nigga the full context.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Can we rewind it? Just like
I feel like I did hear that.
Fast forward to when he brings LeBron over. I think that's too fast. What is y'all talking about, bro? Yo, Barack, chill out.
That nigga
All
laughed
right.
away.
Nigga said, "Yo, don't touch me, nigga. Don't touch me.
Rico?
Don't touch me, nigga." Yo, listen.
Rico really
y'all can
wants
like
this
Barack all you want. Listen, it's not about
really
Barack.
want- you really
It's not
very
about
adamant
Barack.
on
It's
his
not about
beef with-
Barack. It's just the principle. Don't backhand compliment me
People.
and then try to belittle me with the pat on the shoulder. You don't know me. I don't know you
First
like
and
that.
foremost, he didn't move his shoulder.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
He slid off.
No, he
slid off.
didn't.
He slid off. He slid off.
He slid off just the way
He
he
slid
said
off. Don't
nigga.
touch me.
Okay.
I don't know you. Don't touch me, nigga. I don't give a fuck about all that.
he don't know Barack.
Right.
He's a real YN. You heard me?
Oh,
He's a real
Not a
YN.
real YN because if
He a real YN.
because
Anthony
if he
Edwards.
was,
he a real YN.
would have said nigga
He
like
a real
you already
YN.
said.
No, I was.
He would've- he
I
would've-
was adding. If I never thought he said nigga.
You just said that.
I was
He did
saying.
not just say
Yo, Did you think I was saying the whole nigga part?
Oh my God. You told us, Alan, rewind it. Because he said nigga. Did he not say that?
No, I didn't.
Absolutely.
This is really why
I said he said the full. He said tell him the full context.
Literally.
And then Amanda quoted. He did say the full context.
This is what our chat be like, y'all.
That's exactly what the nigga part.
literally
I was
what our
adding
chat
the
be like.
emphasis, bro. Like
Dude.
comprehension is key, brother. Comprehension is key.
Nigga,
Chat.
it's not what you
Chat.
said.
Chat.
It's not what you
Chat.
said.
It's left for
You said,
interpretation.
he said nigga.
It's left for
Rewind the tape,
interpretation.
Alan.
And
You
I did not say he said
rewound
nigga.
it,
He said
and what did he
tell
say?
him the full
Nothing.
context, nigga.
Nothing.
Fuck it. The nigga was me, the full context. Tell him the whole story. You over here paraphrasing some weird shit. Tell a nigga the whole story. That's what my man was saying. That's what my nigga was saying. Yo, bro, you want to say it? Say it the fuck right, nigga.
Shut
Fuck you
up.
talk about.
All right, John.
Stand down, nigga. Stand down, nigga. Aaron, stand down, nigga. Stand down, nigga. Ha ha.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm up today.
All right.
Alan said, you want energy? I got energy,
It's
nigga.
Friday.
I don't got work tomorrow. I got a flight. What's up, nigga?
Nigga, I gotta go to bed.
Hey, good night, nigga. Fuck, nigga.
Oh yeah, we black. That word is being used too much tonight.
Alan got a lot of bleeping in post-production.
Hey,
Was that a long time ago?
Rico, you been to a Mavi?
No, I don't even know what
Ooh,
that
that's on my list.
What is
You
that?
been there? It's
is.
nice.
Mavi? Is it a thing or a place?
Yeah, go ahead and get on that explore page when you get a second. And
Why?
you're welcome.
You been there?
My girl took me for
She
Valentine's
took
Day.
you? Oh, that's...
What
okay.
you mean?
I knew you was about to be so stuck on that fact. Tell me about it. Was it nice?
It was cool. I mean,
Food was good?
They ran out of
It's
what
good?
I wanted.
What is it? Where is it?
It's up in the city, but if you look at the explore
up in the
page,
city.
I've been
It's just
So
the
I need
city.
to know.
and it's
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
I
but-
get it.
But the thing is, like when my girl, she told me what time we was going, so I was like, all right, we in the clear. No, I knew what it was gonna be because I was like, all right, it's early, blah blah blah. The kids was home. I was like, all right, bet.
Is it MOVI?
No,
AMAVI.
AMAVI.
But
How do you find out?
Oh, a Mavi.
Mm-hmm.
That you...
I had been on it like a long time. I think I might have sent it to her.
Yeah?
You're
That's-
welcome.
That's where I need to be. Thank you.
you
Late birthday gift.
not interested in going?
I mean, if you like them things, but
What?
we love them things.
I want to know.
Not yo, yo, yo. I just
What's the things?
yo. I can't play tennis.
It had to be tennis though. It didn't.
That's not happening.
Why
Ooh,
is it not though?
volleyball.
We can play one.
I used to play
I wanna
play
talk to
that.
This man for a second. Why we can't play 1-on-1 basketball?
No, we can. It just would be 1-on-0, which it's not really 1-on-1.
No, your face right now needs
No,
to be
no.
screenshotted.
You don't even understand. Like I love when they get all like rowdy and they talk that yeah. Like oh, I love that. Like,
Young
that feeds me.
whippersnapples.
Okay,
You understand? Like I grew up on like Anthony Mason. You will get bodied.
that you.
He don't know who Anthony Mason
That's
is.
what I'm saying. That's perfect. I love that. I love that for him. So that's cool.
I don't know any
We'll
of
play.
the Anthony.
$14.
14. A real 14.
Real 14. 7-7.
No. A real 14.
He counted like this. Then.
You flip it over. 20, 40, 60, 80.
I'm still so surprised by SZA.
The before.
It's only because her face. I don't know her. Like I don't follow her like that, so I don't know her.
Her real face.
evolution. No, her evolution. So I guess I only know what she looks like now. So I only watched half the movie. So I got.
I mean, it just be people trying to clown her, bringing back them photos every now and then. I don't think you would have ever known that she looked like that.
But for Google.
Or repost, because there was a guy. doing the
honestly, I
repost.
would have looked it up because it
That's
was
some
somewhat
bitch
her
ass shit
face.
to do though. As a
Nah,
dude.
he had Kim Kardashian. He had Cardi B. It was
You
a
said
whole
what?
collage.
Money
Yeah,
well
with them?
spent.
Yeah, been with them, or he just had their pictures.
No,
Money well
he
spent.
just made.
She's had a couple
collage
different.
before and
Look,
after.
she had an evolution herself.
No.
I'm about to say that's some.
Not like that.
Wait. Oh, can we? I'm sorry. Can we just? I thought this would be funny. Can we just name some people where the plastic surgery was well spent? It was money well spent. Yes, Kylie Jenner.
Yo,
absolutely.
Kylie, when she was on that show, that was the ugliest little
What
girl.
show? Oh,
The Kardashians.
you
When
mean
she
when
was a
she was a
little
kid?
kid?
She was. I was like, I would be
She's
pissed.
right there.
Yeah, I don't like when she just completely different person. Yeah, money well
Baby,
spent.
money well spent.
What?
Another one. Took the name out of my mouth. Share. Money well spent.
Can you tell on men when they get work or no?
Yeah, I think you can.
Black men.
Is that the pizza already?
I don't know
That was
any.
I don't know any.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know a
Not
lot
publicly.
of people like off the dome.
I do. With the things on his body in the movie we was just talking about. He said, "All right,
And-
NT."
The Rock.
T'Challa. What's the name of the movie?
Oh, Black Panther.
What's Michael B. Jordan? Him.
What he did?
Oh, he got his body done, or he got his jaw done. You're right. His
'Cause his
facial
shit
structure.
was like,
Oh,
Quagmire.
nice. Actually, that's an actually good thing.
he got a chin
That's actually a good thing for
reconstruction.
guys to do.
well, I thought he
like
had an
that.
implant.
What's that?
I don't know what he actually
Like,
had, but
how do you call it? What would you say? A structured
Jowls.
jawline? What?
Jowls.
He did something to his chin.
that changed his face.
Yeah.
Really?
I like that structure though.
Yeah.
That's a good-
money well spent.
I personally, when I look at good body, I like Drea. I know she did something.
Oh, she looks amazing. Money well spent. But I feel like she looks good before.
It be all but I like the hips. If I was to look at example of how I want my hips to look, Drea is the girl.
Well, listen, Cardi B.
Is that money well spent?
I said money well
think-
spent.
I think-
Facial wise, because before, if you see the before and after,
You're right.
it's a
You're right. I agree.
definitely a
Oh,
great
yeah.
upgrade.
Cardi and them teeth.
Yeah.
It was
That
just-
was-
it was more than
and-
teeth, but
Yeah.
it was a lot. But
No, but
good
like
job.
she knew as soon as she got some kind of money,
Mm-hmm.
that was getting done.
I just wonder why
That
she
was
didn't use her
great.
stripper money to fix it.
Oh, why would you do that?
Oh, because she used it on her butt, her body.
her body, she definitely did. But she was making a lot of money before that.
But that's what I'm saying. She made a lot of money. Like, why,
Maybe people are scared to go underneath the needle. I mean the knife.
at the dentist office?
Nah, like they be cutting shit open, no?
No. I'm talking about the teeth. Like, I'm just wondering why she didn't do
Oh.
it earlier. That's all.
Because it was going viral.
Her teeth?
Yeah, she used to post like up close videos, selfie videos, talking. So like it was a talking point.
What was the thing? Okay. Gotcha.
Mm.
I'm trying to see who else got money well
I
spent.
don't want to get so famous where I need surgery.
I don't think it's a need.
You don't need. I don't think that anyone feels like they need it. But if you're going to be in the public eye, you might as well fix a few things.
But why though? I kind of I'm with him on this, but
I think they make you do it at some point. Like,
They probably do though.
maybe like an agent, not an agency, but like
I got another
in order
one.
to get this movie, we needed this kind of look, and you.
They
could
did
do
that
it.
to Raven Simone.
I believe it.
Yeah. Oh,
what they do to her?
she had to get her breast reduction at what 12? She said.
Super young, like 12, 13.
Yeah.
And like most, I know
Breast
people
reduction
who
at
had-
12?
Well, I know some people who had them like at 17, 18, 19, but never that young.
Yeah, but didn't the parents have to sign off on that though?
Yeah, but it was just like you said, they were like, oh, well, we don't think you're going to get booked.
Yeah. They were like, if you
No.
ever want to be the
Kid.
main
Yeah.
character in a movie or show or something like that, you need to
Can't have them tiggle bitties.
I
you
think
need to do this. I was about to say that's somebody that scares me, so I wouldn't even bring up her
I'm
name.
going to tell y'all money well spent. Dolly Parton. And Dolly Parton
I
was,
was just
but
thinking
she was pretty anyway.
I
But
was
like,
just thinking Miley Cyrus when we were talking about teeth.
she was like,
Miley Cyrus? I didn't even know.
Nah, she always had yeah, on Disney. She
They were sharp.
like she was ready to bite somebody.
You ever saw the seed of Chucky?
Who?
The seed of Chucky?
Oh yeah, long
Yeah,
time
with the
ago,
kid.
though.
When he had the sharp ass teeth?
yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
that.
If we look at Chloe today, I don't like her work. That's not money well
Oh, no, I'm
spent
talking
to me.
about her face. I wasn't even talking
Her
about
face
that.
is what I'm talking about. If
Oh,
we're
I
know. Her
if
face
we're
is much
talking
better.
about her weight loss over time and like her body
weight
shape,
loss.
whatever.
I mean, it was lost.
If exactly,
It was-
it's gone. The weight is gone.
yeah.
You're right.
So if we're talking about body shape transformation, Chloe did that.
Oh, shit.
But if we're talking about face, I don't like what she
Really,
did.
I thought her face looked good.
No, her face
Yeah,
looks
way
stiff.
better. She even knew that.
And
it
she
looked
just
better.
started. She just started doing podcasting.
because before I used to watch the Kardashians back in the day.
I did too. And
I was obsessed with Kim, and
And still am.
And Chloe used to look crazy. The kids,
Compared to them.
yeah, it was like, yo, you don't even. It was like, what's the other one's name? Not Chloe.
Courtney.
Oh.
Courtney was like the natural one. Kim was the enhanced. Chloe was a what the fuck,
She
To
looked
me,
like her
I
brother.
actually
like a
I
nigga.
subscribe to the Kardashians obviously because of Kim, but I always thought that Courtney was the prettiest.
Yes.
By far.
I didn't.
She got that.
I
But
did.
she definitely was. Was Kim pretty before? I don't know. I really don't know. But I know.
feel like Kim in her like when she just got discovered being with Paris and everything, I think that she had a very
Ethnic look.
yeah, she had a very Armenian look.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like
Yeah.
every Armenian in LA.
You gotta like Middle Eastern women though.
That's the thing.
But Armenian is like, I feel like more Middle Eastern, and Albanian is more. They're Middle Eastern, but they're more like,
More Eastern Bloc.
yeah, like they got more European in them.
I just don't like this lady.
This the one I said her face was bothering me.
No,
last
yes,
time.
we did
So
say
what
that.
work did she get done? Because
No.
Nothing.
Because if she looked like that after
Well, she said liposuction.
No,
Amy Schumer,
Schumer.
We talked about her last time.
Amy Dumore,
Her.
Chrissy
see,
Teigen.
I'm sorry.
are we looking at before pictures?
no,
Because
This is an after picture.
She always looks.
Wait, so what year is this?
She always looked like a. Lego
What year has
piece to
this
me.
article came
Like
out?
a
Because
Like,
that definitely has to be a before.
Put the head on
That's
Yeah,
a
it's not
before
necessary.
picture of Amy Schumer for sure.
and injectables. Well, you in Hollywood, everybody's got injectables.
all right, we gotta go on the flip side. Instead of money well spent,
I don't
See,
like.
all the ones.
I don't like this thing right here when they do that.
that cheek shit,
Little-
That's when they get rid of that fat pad.
that baboon shit.
Buckle
Who's
fat.
this?
Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Oh, Katy Perry. That is money
What did
well.
she get- what did
I
she
don't
get?
know.
Katy Perry and what Lady Gaga.
Tyra? Not
Bro,
Tyra.
those two white women, those my girls.
What did Tyra get done?
She-
That's it?
And I think like a long time ago.
A nose could break you.
I think if I have to say you
I
have
see what you
A
did.
nose could break you.
money well spent, I have to notice what you did.
She's so pretty.
Let's see.
Yeah, Cardi got
No,
it.
no, no. I was saying, not to say she's not, but like just naturally.
She was naturally.
Yeah.
Cindy Crawford was naturally pretty. I don't know why. Whatever. What do I know?
No, she was.
What?
We looking at pretty ladies.
All the pretty ladies. All the pretty ladies.
Did you see
What about bad jobs?
Beyonce speaking Spanish, singing in Spanish?
Yeah, there's a song she did with
Oh, I meant to
Shakira?
send this
Yeah.
to you, and it was hilarious. don't
Nicole
like that.
There
Kidman
goes Courtney.
is
Courtney, what did she get done? I don't.
So she looks more like Kim right here, but when she was younger, I think she looked more
Peruvian.
European like her mom. Yeah. Money.
Kylie's a
spent.
different person.
Is that Iggy?
Money well spent. Iggy boy, she done came to America.
Iggy got them things on it, though.
He got a whole new body,
For real.
face.
That's fine. Whatever.
But I'm saying, like, she whole new person.
Yeah, she
Ziggy-
walks. She
Iggy
walks
Azalea.
heavy though. Like you watch that thing move.
Who is that? Wait, go up. Who's that? Oh, I don't know who she is.
It's
Oh,
all.
that's Jessica Simpson.
This is all money.
Jessica Simpson looks crazy right
I
there.
was about to say she looks bad.
But you know, she had gained a lot of weight. I think like something that happened. She had gained a lot of weight.
Oh my God, go up to Monica. What did she do? Hold on, Monica.
What's a Katy?
Oh, when she got it out, she took it out. Courtney Cox. That was her name on Friends.
Oh, they called
Sitting
her.
here, look for Monica.
Oh.
Me too.
Sorry.
Christy Brinkley looks amazing. Amazing.
Wait. Can you scroll back
Ooh,
up? For a
Ashley
second?
Tisdale.
Can you scroll back
She
up
got
to
the
the second
cheeks.
to that lady? See, you could tell by the neck. Look at that neck. I don't care.
No, she's 60 something. Like
Christy
she.
Brinkley.
Her
like,
nose looks like she
neck
can't
is
breathe.
just-
I actually don't know who that
gotta
is.
get that-
Ashley Tisdale from
that
High School
gobbler
Musical.
fixed.
Name. But
Oh, and Phoebe.
No.
she looked the same
She
though.
looked like a Philadelphia Eagle.
Yeah, some type of.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
That
But Jamie Lee Curtis looked good.
That is my comfort show.
I'm surprised she got something done. What did she get done? I feel like she looked the same all her life.
That's
little-
probably it.
It said a little lipo. What would Jamie Lee Curtis need to get lipo for?
Mhm.
Because they be having off seasons.
Yeah.
And she's probably in her 70s. Look,
She just looks like a Gemini.
she's not 90, but she Probably like late 70s
Why do you keep
or
saying
early 80s.
She don't look like a Gemini?
Why would
Yeah.
she look like a Gemini?
Yo, because that's an outfit a Gemini
What do
would
they
wear.
do with this so they can't
It's so
blink?
stupid for you to say.
I'm trying to tell you, I know.
Look,
They cut the
Kelly,
eyelids.
what did she get done?
Her boobs.
breasts.
I feel like breast shouldn't be on here.
Why?
Like,
Because it's not real.
Like
every
face,
girl's
I
got a
wanna see,
breast
like,
job.
the face is like more like.
Wait, go back to Reba. Oh, is that Reba? No.
No.
Who's that? She looks nuts.
I thought that was Reba down there. Oh.
Jane Fonda?
She looked totally different.
She's still alive? Jane, you know who Jane Fonda is?
Yeah.
That's
So what about Botox?
See,
all of these
Is
white
that like
people
a
do
cheat code?
Botox.
they say, but once you get it, you got to continue to do it though. Once you do it
This
once.
shit go like this and like this.
And that's why they
No,
face
well,
keep
'cause
looking
it's a-
more plastic and like her face looks like plastic right now.
But that's probably fillers or cheek implants.
And first of that has to be a before picture of Anna Faris because
that's Courtney
she
Love.
no, the one above
Oh,
Anna Faris does not look like this right now. She looks as plastic as ever.
really?
Yes.
This is all Hollywood shit though. So like things you got to do. You think it's gonna be like that when they move to Jersey? People are gonna have to start getting more surgeries.
Imagine if they had the Instagram models on here. Should it be like 10 million,
We gonna see
255,000
all the plastic surgery ads
So,
on
of
Instagram.
all of the Instagram influencers who got the shit done.
Mm.
I mean,
Like I'm here with Dr. Shulman, and let me tell you guys, come to him.
They hit me in the DMs most of the times. They're like, "Oh, you want to get some Botox? You want to do this?" I'm like, "No, I don't."
Oh, the actual people who doing it.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, you want to go to Colombia get your teeth done?" I was like, "What's wrong with my teeth?"
Let me see.
They hit you with a crossbite. His teeth was like Rue. Yo, wait a minute. No, Rue was laying on the ground the other day, and I was just bothering her.
Yo.
And I was looking at her from the side. Y'all remember Coneheads?
Yes. Yes.
She had 4 rows of teeth. I was like, I had to go call down. I was like, come look at this.
Like her shit was stacked.
It was like here, and it's like they wouldn't stop.
Yes.
Oh,
Great movie,
shit.
huh? Remember he was
Yeah.
chewing
That was
that
what-
condom?
That was one of my favorite movies as a kid.
You remember Harry and the Hendersons?
No.
I remember the name,
Ma'am,
but
I don't need you to say no. I'm talking to her. Do you remember Harry and the Hendersons?
I remember the name, but I don't necessarily remember the show.
It was they were doing nothing.
He said, "I'm gonna say what?"
Everybody got they used to have everybody had a station wagon. And
May this love never
I remember
find me.
I look good.
that's Rico.
Tonight we are here
To celebrate me.
to celebrate us,
Oh,
You know,
and I look good.
Like,
You all right? Long story short,
I was like, she's just waiting.
we appreciate everyone that came out tonight. We appreciate you guys for allowing this union to be here, and we love everyone in here. Sean, I've known you for 30 years. I love you, bro.
What?
Badu, known you for 30 years too. I'm half Haitian because of you. All right,
no Diddy.
I love you too.
I see.
I got a bunch of other boys in here. I love y'all like brothers. All right, that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, great, thank you. Thank you, every single person, for coming. We really, really
might be
appreciate it. Anyone who's planned a wedding knows how easy
You might
it
never
is,
had a
to
microphone
plan it.
before.
And I want to thank all of you guys for RSVPing so early, because that didn't piss me off. And I want to thank all of you guys for actually showing up, because showing up is really something that's really important to me. So I really appreciate all of you guys for showing up. Everyone who's in here is somebody that we really love. So we really.
Son, that's fucking hilarious.
oh, no, he was probably drunk.
and they look like they've been fighting already. He was through.
It's the end of the wedding. They exhausted.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you know when I get married that everything is going to be edibles. So don't think you're getting Jamaican rum cake without no shit in it. 'Cause
Wait,
it's-
so you're actually getting
husband's
married?
cousin did that.
Would I get married?
You just said when I
That's
get
what you said
married.
at my
So
wedding.
I said you're actually getting married.
Like I ain't planning it, but I'm saying like just
Oh.
if there's going to be some.
You got something to tell
I
us?
almost put my little ring on today to do the little test to see if anybody would notice in the comments. Like, oh, he got a ring. He must be got married. I want to see that, but I ain't do it. But anyway, everything's gonna be edibles.
But then you just told on yourself,
my
so now
wedding.
you can't do it now.
I can do it.
My
whenever I
cousins,
want.
Okay.
my cousins, not my cousin, my husband's cousin did that at her wedding.
Yeah, everything's gonna be edibles.
Yeah, they had like everything was in like infused or
Yeah.
Niggas
So you
was
were
high.
warned. I don't care about your drug test at work. Sorry. So you're gonna
better eat that bag of Doritos in the car.
something because everything's gonna have edibles in it and CBD and THC.
That's dope.
I'm just letting you know now.
Think so.
And if you want to kick, good kick, you drop off a bag of edibles to the church.
What?
I have zero clue.
Anyway,
Is my boyfriend addicted to porn or am I overreacting?
she's a hoe.
Of course.
Guys, we don't even need to read today's prompt. You know why?
We already know what their reaction is going to
there's
be.
We
about to be some whole
already-
shit underneath.
We already know this girl that wrote in on whatever she needs advice on. She's a hoe.
Mm.
We already know.
Does she know though?
She doesn't. That's why she's asking us.
Sorry about that.
I'll let y'all tell it, but I'll read for the, for our viewers what the situation is, but I'll let y'all tell it.
This is about to be called the Hoes Ask Amanda.
Is my boyfriend addicted to porn or am I overreacting? I'm 26 and my boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. I've known him since high school. We reconnected a few years ago and started dating. 6 months ago, we moved in together, which felt like the natural next step, and I was really happy. For the most part, I think we have a great sex life. We talk to each other about what we like and what we don't like when it comes to sex. We're pretty open and transparent with each other, but recently I discovered that he watches a lot of porn. At least it feels like a lot to me. He watches it about 3 to 4 times a week and masturbates afterwards. I only found out because I'm an early riser and one night I got up to get water and walked in on him. They're not sleeping in the same room?
Well, he was doing it then.
Okay. He was embarrassed and I didn't know how to react. When we talked, he explained everything. He said he doesn't watch anything crazy, just girl on girl or guy girl porn. But I can't stop thinking about it. We have sex 3 to 5 times a week, which I thought was pretty normal given that we both work and I have active social lives. Now I'm constantly questioning, is he unsatisfied with our sex life? Do we have mismatched sex drives? Am I overthinking this? I love him and see a future with him, but I'm struggling with thoughts of whether he's some kind of sexual deviant. Wow. Is it normal for a grown man to watch this much porn, or is something else going on? You know what I think, y'all?
She ain't a hoe. This is what the ain't hoes think.
I think he's a hoe.
He's a hoe.
He's a hoe.
Hoe. That's the problem.
What
He's a
y'all?
hoe.
I'm waiting for y'all to throw it in.
He's a hoe.
Whoa. Watch your words.
Whoa. Maybe her box is trash.
Oh shit.
Maybe that's the case, and like he's got to go to the bathroom and masturbate because she's not doing the thing. And some people are in relationships where you can't tell your partner that their box is trash. So
I mean, she said she felt like they had open relationship. They talk about what they do and don't like sexually.
Yeah, but sometimes I ain't trying to have to worry about you coming too. I just want to get my rocks off and chill out. I want to get this shit done, over with. I got a little shit that if I come over here and I'm like, yo, I can't speak for every guy, but I'm going to assume every guy is similar when I say, if we decide to watch porn and masturbate, it ain't going to be that long, right? We're going to get the job done. Now, if I have sex with you, but I'm not in the mood to go ahead and have to do all this extra shit, and I just want to be selfish.
Foreplay?
Yeah, well, just not just foreplay. I have to be considerate. You know, I have to make sure if I get you aroused that you come too. Sometimes I don't want to have to go through this, 17-minute saga. I just want to do 3 minutes. I just like
Saga.
and once I get this done, I'm about to chill out, probably wash my hands, watch a movie, and act like nothing ever happened.
Okay, in the case that maybe he is a 3-rounder and she's just a 1-rounder, I really don't think that would be ideal in this situation, only because if they talk about things that they like or don't like, I would assume that he would mention like, hey babe, let's go for another round. And if she felt like, okay, well, I don't want to, or I know that this is something that he usually asks for that I know I'm not giving him, I think that she would be more understanding of, knowing that he watches porn as often as he does. But that wasn't the case. She was caught completely off guard. And if you do want more rounds, why are you not asking your girl for more rounds? Why are you watching?
That's crazy.
Because what you're saying to me, reiterating that fact, is, all right, I got the pussy already, and I'm still horny, so I'm just going to play with myself now instead of going for another
Pamela.
Going for another round with my girl.
A lot of people feel like masturbating, whether you're a girl or a guy in a relationship, is like a low grade way of cheating. It's like if I catch you masturbating, I get upset that you didn't ask me to have sex, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. That she caught him masturbating and now she's upset that instead of asking to have sex with her, he rather just masturbate, right? Which could be numerous different reasons. But there's men, I ain't gonna lie, if I walked in on my girl with a dildo fucking herself, I'm gonna have some questions too. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, shit, was she not good enough? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe do I not have as much of a sexual drive as you? You know what I'm saying? So if you catch them, you're going to ask some questions. So I think she's just asking questions, but I don't think that she understands that. I think that a lot of times men, like, I'm assuming men that masturbate this often, this consistently, it's not about the pussy. Like, he just want to get a nut out.
He's in his 20s too.
Yeah, like he just want to get a nut out. Like,
I think it's just also routine for him.
So a relationship?
Yeah, he has a relationship with porn. A relationship that he doesn't really want to let go of.
There are porn addictions. That is definitely something that is happening a lot right now. So that could be it.
I think the question here is really like whether they can have a real open conversation, and she can ask the question, he can just say why. Like, either like it's like, does she not believe whatever it is he told her? And if that's the case, why doesn't she believe him?
She was being nosy, first of all, being in the computer and then sneaking up on him when he was in the bathroom.
She said she went to go get some water and walk back.
So he when she went to get some water, he's real quick. He was in the other room, right? I thought he was in the other room. That's what I thought.
She fake went to get water. She been knowing that this nigga's been out.
See, hold on, you guys are doing it again. Right now.
I didn't even.
You were saying
ho,
but you're putting assumptions on her to make her seem like the bad guy. Hold on, no.
Shouldn't have been nosy.
You're saying she was being nosy. She was sneaking up on him. But no, that wasn't the case. She stated that she woke up to do whatever. She said water, pee, whatever the fuck she said. I immediately said, wait, they don't sleep in the same bed? So I'm assuming that if she woke up in the middle of the night and her nigga's not next to her, she want to go look for him. Where's babe? He's probably in the living room. Let me go check. Babe, you in the living room? Oh.
The fuck out of here. Scram.
Beat it.
Yeah.
We're about to get in a relationship, and now you tapping out after one round, and I'm still here.
Welcome.
It's kind of crazy that you came to me knowing what I was going to do to you. And like now you want to tap out? Like
What?
wake up.
It's Thursday night, man. I'm tired.
Fight back.
Nah, I mean, it's crazy because you could have stayed with your ex for that bullshit.
What?
You came to me,
Bro,
for
That's
that.
really your response.
You really be like, sometimes Rome is like right here and it's like, okay, we here with you, blah, blah, and then goes, shh.
You should have.
Me.
Why? Like,
You couldn't with your ex tonight.
what?
No,
Cause you ain't like that dick anyways.
I'm not saying tonight, but you came for a new experience. You came for the Romeo experience. I've given you half of the Romeo experience. Now wake up and get the other half of the Romeo experience.
Okay, so complete
Yeah.
opposite of a hoe.
I'll mash your head in the pillow for talking shit to me like that.
I'm gonna talk shit.
If you even mentioned I could have stayed with my ex for all that, I was never talking to you again.
Nah, I mean, maybe I don't want you to talk to me again.
Yeah, that had to be why
I mean,
you said
from
that.
this
Don't call this phone no more.
Nah, I mean, I'm
You
also,
still gonna call back?
I'm also a wild cowboy,
No, I'm not.
so I'm probably the wrong person to ask. But me personally, I think that, especially in the beginning, how are you tapping out? Like, save that for like 3 months down the line where we know each other or something.
Like 6 a year.
A year? No,
Yeah.
if it's a year, you tricked me.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Manipulation.
That's what I'm saying. If it's a year, you tricked me. You've been
Wow,
taking
the
this for
rules
11
on
months
sex.
and 29 cents. It's 29 days, and now you pull out this year shit, and now you're like sleepy. Nah, get up.
That's usually how it be though.
I don't like that.
That's how it
So
be
in
though.
the honeymoon phase, you cannot be sleepy.
He
Good
said,
to, good to know. Write it down, ladies.
That's the difference. Are they working or are they taking? Because it's crazy how y'all want like 4 or 5 rounds while taking. But if you're actually doing work,
nigga, I'm sweating. Like I'm tired.
if I'm on my deathbed right now,
Yo.
on round 4,
My
and like,
core is getting tight. Like
oh, I'm having a leg spasm, and you,
yeah, I'm cramping up.
They're
Like
so
you got 4
ungrateful.
and I
Do
have
you guys
one.
We're
know what
ungrateful?
lockjaw is? Like,
lockjaw.
Lockjaw? That's what you claiming, lockjaw?
I mean, not
Aaron said, I ain't gonna help
not
you with
me
that,
personally.
sis.
I mean,
No.
But I was about to say,
like,
Who? I mean, well, that's usual, but then you should have got it with a smaller person that isn't going to make yourself swollen.
You should have stayed with your ex for all
I'm
that.
saying with your ex. You came to the king.
The gift of the gab.
I'm over this. I'm over this.
Listen to me.
Girl, you good? You got that advice?
Right.
Like,
we're done. We're done.
I'm just saying, it's
So should she feel offended?
no, she
Or
should mind
should
her business and stop overthinking.
I feel like
he was in the other room. Golly, he can't get no privacy. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna be honest, it's way more
Chasing
important
niggas.
stuff to worry about.
Yeah.
exactly. There's more things to work, and I think you lied about the open communication. I think you should really. I think you
About
should
time you started.
ask that man what
Probably
the
lied
deal
about being
is.
a hoe.
That is what
Maybe
it
that-
is.
You know she
That is.
Yeah, she wasn't a hoe enough.
No, she's a retired hoe now. That's why her shit went down.
Shut up.
basically.
She used to be
She
outside.
tried to settle down at 26. Come on now.
Anyway, next.
When you're raising especially a boy,
Oh, I seen this
I came
shit.
from a household where it was just a mom. I had my grandfather and I had my pops, but there was no man in the household. I started arguing with females once I started to go through things. It got physical orders. You know why? Because I was an emotional boy. I didn't have nobody in the household to say, okay, look, this is not how you go about it. Go to the gym. I had to learn this from YouTube.
music.
Hold on, let me
The
finish.
music.
I had to read books, go on YouTube, do these different avenues I had to learn. Yes, grandpa telling me certain things, pops telling me certain things. But when you have a man in a household, the chances of that boy that's becoming a man to grow up emotional, 80% of the people that's in jail came from single household mothers. Meaning this, if I'm in a club and a nigga step on my sneakers, yo bro, what's up bro, what you doing? Now guess what, somebody died, somebody going to jail. You know why? Because that boy wasn't raised in a household with men. That's the problem in society, because females with the mindset that I don't need a man. That's the reason why we have females in this generation that's having kids that I don't need a man. Now they growing up without fathers. Now y'all raising emotional ass boys.
Everybody's situation, right? When you get that's not everybody's situation.
Why is there so many women talking?
The music is so
I know.
terrible.
Yo.
Hella
It sounds
dramatic.
like that what's it? heart of an angel.
Oh,
In the eyes.
Oh yeah. What's it? Oh, Sam McLaughlin.
that's when they do the
dogs?
dogs.
Yeah. That's what it reminded me
The
of.
dogs.
For all the dogs.
Boo.
You ever been
Shut up.
someplace where somebody just started like getting hype like that? Because I don't have I'd be like, I would start laughing. Like I'm gonna walk away.
It depends on what's going on, but I'd be like, all right. If I'm actually there,
You know he get hyped.
I'd be
I
like,
don't know why you
get him, nigga. Get him, nigga.
Yeah, but first of all, there was two women.
No, there was more than two. You heard how
Yeah,
much chatter
there was
happened?
more than
I
two.
thought it was they were on
There
like
were
a-
just
was two right there.
visible
Oh, okay.
in the-
But he was no, but you gotta look at the whole crazy thing, right? The aesthetics is his back is against the wall and he's surrounded by women. And I'm like, God damn. But I agree and disagree at the same time. That's all I'll say.
I was gonna.
I
do this.
agree that a lot of times what he's saying is true, where men that grow up without a male figure, and not just a male figure, this is why I disagree, a proper male figure in the house. Because there's male figures in the house that's still emotional. And he's actually learning from that man. And maybe it might be true if you go down the line, but maybe it might not. I think that we got to this whole space over the last 8 years about emotional intelligence, not just because there was a lack of emotional regulation, but there was no real correlation where it was coming from. Because I think what happens with men is when men get frustrated and they've been tolerating a lot, that's when they get very emotional and explosive. Now the other flip side, like when he was saying that they have zero tolerance for anything. So even if you get your shoe stepped on, now you're trying to fight. I think that, again, like he has points that I agree with, points that I disagree with, because I don't think that it's solely just having a male figure, because I do believe in the village around you does play a part. So if his grandfather did have enough impact on him, the thing is he didn't want to listen to his grandfather and father enough, right? For whatever reason. But if you do have that male figure that you actually value, who can, give you some good core values and ethics, then, you'll be all right. You can find your way to navigate. You still might bump your head a couple of times, but it won't be as explosive. That's just my opinion. So I agree and disagree at the same time. A little bit of both.
I mean, I'm not a man. I didn't grow up without my dad, so I don't really I don't feel like I can give any value to this. I think that they're proud in a sense that they were left holding the bag. And they were the ones that had to step up and do X, Y, and Z. So yeah, that is actually something to be proud of. Because you can say, I raised my child, I did the absolute best I can. They graduated from school, they didn't get into trouble. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think
If
it's
If they didn't get into trouble.
they graduated school too.
But that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like, if there's something to be proud of, yes, I think that is okay for
Some people
a
are
mom
just
to be.
proud that your child is still alive.
And it's actually packaged in a way that says it's a single mother's fault when apparently they're lacking. So what makes sense, the logical thing, is that it's the absentee's father's fault, right? If we look at this using the exact same logic that you just put out, the information that is being spread is that it's the single mothers who raise these delinquent kids, these kids that are going to jail and who don't do well in life, X, Y, and Z. Okay, that's a symptom. You can't look at a symptom. You have to look at the ailment and what the diagnosis is of that ailment. And that ailment and the diagnosis is that there's an absentee father.
Yeah, but then on the flip, and you challenge it with the same numbers and the same stats with a single father, and the correlation is completely different, or the outcome is completely different when you compare them. So if I have a single father and it's like, okay, a single mother is 70% of the men in jail or whatever that stat is that he said.
He said 80. I don't know what the number
80.
is.
He did say 80.
I don't know the number.
Let's just say based on his stat, quote, 80% of them come from a single household with a mother, but then on the flip side, with the single household of a father, it's extremely less. so we can see what the actual problem is. But I mean, I can always agree because I don't think that boys need to be around or heavily influenced by women as kids. But what I'm saying is the comparison that we're saying is that a boy, essentially, we're not arguing that a father needs to be present. Well, a suitable father needs to be present. That's not the argument here. The argument here is that some women are choosing to not have a father present or have a father figure present for that boy, specifically speaking, and then having pride of actually raising this boy without that person not knowing or believing that he's not going to be affected by not having that father around. And the actual stats are showing that a woman in most case basis cannot raise a good civilian boy. So that's the real thing. I mean, I could pull up so many different things. And then we talk about, all right, well, the chicken or the egg, who came first? Did black men abandon the black women and leave them for food? Or did black women bite the bait and take the money to kick the black man out of the household? Okay, so we can go back and forth because in different periods of times, they both happened, right? But that's not the point here. The point here is that the actual...
But I think it is the point because he's talking about information.
I also have friends right now. I could call them. They could come here and tell you the truth on how. Matter of fact, I got so excited when I was doing auditions for a show, and I had 3 men come on this, and I didn't know them or I didn't know their history. I had 3 men come on the show and explain how they won custody of their child and how they had to fight for custody of that child. First of all, so when we're talking about men leaving out of a child's life, I do think that is a thing. But we completely disregard how hard it is for some of these men to even be a father because of the mother. So you're telling me that when historically, the men that go to war, they take the women once they win the war. Well, what do you think happened with the government? They won the war. They took the women, right, in numerous different ways. And then they left the black man outside. And then the black man is now being ridiculed for all the systematic oppression and the dumbass psychological ways of thinking, of treating their family. And we are byproducts of what a woman has chose against us. And it's been, again, because at some point in time, I don't believe that you can say, all right, this happened to me 50 years ago or happened to somebody in my family, my ancestors 50 years ago, and use that as an excuse. So at some point in time, yes, men now got to say, you know what? I know better. I know what they did, but I can't do it. I can't be what they were. So I do, again, it's been wrong here and wrong here, wrong here and wrong here. Wrong here and wrong here. A lot of my friends that didn't have fathers growing up are great fathers today. And that's a fact. And it's not that we learned how to be fathers by another role model. We learned how to be fathers by looking and saying, yo, you know what? I know why I was explosive. I know why I was a dangerous individual. You sit here and make a man only accountable for having to have the awareness to say, no. You're sitting here. You're sitting here. Well, no, she can be cropped out. I don't need her in my frame. I'll crop it.
I saw what you did.
Yeah, I'll crop it.
I saw what you did.
Like you're sitting here having
I'm
men.
talking in room.
You're sitting here having men be accountable for having sex with women unprotected and busting a nut in them knowing that they could potentially get them pregnant, in which I do agree. But you're not going to sit here and take the accountability away from a woman who actually literally holds more power than a man when it comes to, 1, getting pregnant, and 2, coming to term with the actual baby. Alan, you're talking about a time frame where bitches was fucking niggas in the same city. Bitches is fucking niggas from all the way over there. Nobody can check. Who's gonna check somebody from fucking Los Angeles?
That community is gone.
The world is bigger now. You can't, before I knew somebody who knew you. Now I don't know anybody that knows you. Like you met this person and this person met in Miami on vacation during spring break. They just so happen to keep in contact, and now they're having sex, casual sex, after spring break. However, one person one person, I'm just saying the hypothetical.
I know.
One person is in Maryland, one person is in New Jersey. It's only a 3-hour drive. So, but what I'm saying is, it's not the same. There's no community there to check him.
No.
Who's gonna check him? He's all the way 3 hours away. I'm not saying Amanda, but Amanda's family's about to all drive down, and all of Brooklyn's gonna drive down to Maryland to check this nigga to make sure.
Yeah.
We are.
That's not happening.
We are.
You don't. First of all, rule number 1: you never take your city and go to another hood. You don't make it back out. Like that's not happening, bro. It's not realistic. If you want to go back to that way, turn off Instagram, stop flights, and stop travel. Everybody will be able to know everybody in a good circumference, and then guess what? Everybody can hold each other accountable. But if I don't know anything about your history, your family, your relations, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do
Can
that.
I offer just a very easy solution to this? I know
Don't
you
fuck.
want to try to stir some shit up, Alan. No. I think the solution is that
Condom.
women, part of that. I think that women really should move about the world only thinking of themselves when it comes to dealing with men. Because if something happens and, you're pregnant or, you're the one who has to take care of the child. So I think that women probably need to just stop dealing with dudes like that, period. Do not deal with somebody who is not caring about you, who's not going to be involved. Because if they care about you, they're going to care about their child. You know what I mean? So just don't even associate yourself with people like that. And if you are not a good judge of character, just leave them all alone.
Become a
Just
lesbian.
be a lesbian. Shit, just leave them all alone.
Can't get pregnant there.
Work on your craft. Work on your business. Work on yourself. Just leave them all alone, because right now we're at a point where there's no shame. Ain't nobody shaming you. Ain't nobody sending you to go live with your auntie while you had a baby and be hidden away. That doesn't exist anymore. But I just think that if we really care as a community about creating and perpetuating broken families, the men aren't taking charge of being a leader in that regard. So the women have to. So the women need to step up and just be like, I'm not doing it. I'm not messing with these niggas. I'm not having sex with these niggas. And in some countries are calling it, I think, the 4B movement or something like that. It's a big, it's actually a really big deal in Asia right now. I think it's called 4B. They're just not dealing with men because they don't want to end up in those particular situations. And then there's some variations of it. I think there's 6B or something like that. But it's like a really big growing movement among women. And I think it started in Asia. Ohio, they're trying the same foolishness that they're pulling, I think, in Texas with, I guess, women being fined or whatever for trying to get an abortion. If you skeet in a woman in Ohio, and I think you're not married or something or other,
You don't want to have the baby.
or you don't want to have the child, then you get fined, I think, $10,000. I don't know. Can you post on the
There is a fine of up to 10,000.
But yeah, I think
and it could be us.
I'm not against it, to be honest.
I just think that if a woman doesn't want to have a baby with a man, then she should close her legs. And if a woman doesn't know a man, then she should close her legs. It's on her because I can't fuck her unless she allows me. And depending on how I decide to fuck her with or without a condom is really her discretion. So if she consents for this, right, it is not on me. Now, I do agree that you shouldn't be a lot more, cautious, or just more so conscious about what you're gonna do. I wasn't looking for the word conscious. You should be a lot more you know what I'm saying? But yes, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there's sexual liberation happening at an all-time high, and you telling me it's my child, but I know 5 niggas that you fucked. So now I gotta be responsible for a child that I don't know is mine. We talking about things pulling up about stupid ass Ohio and the ace metaphors that it raised. Well, let's pull up some other shit where they're talking about having to have an actual DNA test be mandatory after birth.
It should have been done that.
But why is that happening? It's not happening because the girls are so great and innocent and angelic and they're only having sex with one man at a time. It's happening because these women are out here having frivolous sex with multiple men and they don't know who's the actual father. So until they can correct their decisions, you can't just say if you have a baby, be a husband. The baby's not even his.
So it's
Allegedly.
guys, it's a woman's fault.
It's been a woman's fault because they hoes. They're
It's a
fucking
woman's fault.
hoes.
It's a woman's
I'm
fault.
not saying a word.
And men have no accountability when it
the
comes to creating a
conversation-
child.
but the
It's 70-30. Alan, I have also 9 pregnancies. One that came to term. So you want to talk about me in all aspects.
Wait, is that the truth?
That is truth. I'm 9 for 10. I've been saying that. I said it here years ago. I'll say it again. I am 9 for fucking 10.
That was lost in the footage, and you said that
No,
again.
it was never lost in the footage. But I am 9 for 10.
Why?
So yeah, like I'm not. See, the thing is this: we're not living in fairy tale. We're not living in a fairy tale bullshit land no more. We're living in the reality. You want to talk about what is the real? This is the real. I'm going to tell them if a broad is fucking you on the first day without a condom, don't trust her. That's what I'm going to tell you. And guess what? If a lot of women are doing it, then you need to understand that a lot of women ain't shit. So if you get her pregnant, you got to understand what comes with that. Most likely that kid is not going to be yours. Secondly, what's going to happen is you have to go through a whole different process of being a father and co-parent with the girl that you know is a hoe, which is nuts. More women are hoes now than ever before. And you want niggas to stop fucking?
have a butt.
You want
Hold
niggas
on.
to be celibate?
Baby.
Like
I had
this
a
is
butt.
nuts to me,
I had a
bro.
butt. But are we?
Wait,
Are
no,
we?
wait.
Hold on. 2 butts in the conversation. Are we back? Are we back
No, we're
to say? Are we back
saying women
to
hoes.
saying that women are hoes?
Yes.
For
Yes.
Wait.
no, for sleeping with you on the first date because I thought we had now said that that's okay. If that's what you want to do, that's what you're going to do.
Without
If y'all
a
vibe or
condom.
whatever.
Without a condom.
Nigga, you a hoe too. You little dirty
Yeah,
dick
so-
pass around
But
nigga.
but niggas be hoes though, and we don't. See, the thing is, we don't deny our wholeness. So y'all want to be a hoe with no consequence too. Listen, my consequence is I gotta pay child support, and I might have to live with the fact that I might.
Wait. You see that? It ain't, oh, now I have to be a father. It ain't, oh, I gotta do pickup. Oh, I gotta clean diapers. Oh, I gotta wake up at 3 a.m. to feed a baby. It's, oh, I gotta pay child support.
Yes,
So who's parenting?
but that's my
So
point.
who's parenting?
But that's okay.
So who's parenting?
The mom who chose, that's her consequence. You decided to
You
have sex
literally-
with a nigga who was not serious about you, and you don't want to reap what the fuck you sow.
You literally just
The
said
nigga
that.
don't care about you. You let the nigga nut in you. You didn't take a plan B. You didn't try to eat. Well, I don't know if you believe in abortion, but you didn't try to get an abortion if you
Why are
do.
you so excited?
Because I'm tired of the bullshit, bro. I'm tired of the bullshit. The bullshit is this. Do not open your fucking legs with a nigga that you don't know is about his shit and get mad when he shows you he ain't shit. It's you. You had the control. I don't get it.
Women, Rico just told y'all, leave all these males alone.
Until you know he's
No, no,
about
no,
something.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Leave him alone.
No,
leave him
Rico
alone.
just
leave him
told
alone.
y'all,
Leave him alone.
leave all
leave him
these
alone.
males
That's not what I
alone.
told him, but
Get on
leave him
some
alone.
4B shit.
Yeah, get on
some
4B.
4B shit.
Get on 4B
Get
and
your
be
health
gone.
up, get your edges right, get your skin
Get on
clear,
4B and be gone. Like
and get you a bear. Get you a
and a
bear.
rose.
Get you a bear.
A bear and a rose.
Which one?
A bear because you know a bear
'Cause we
versus
the
a
man.
man.
Oh,
Get a bear.
And a rose.
He's saying it's not equal. He's saying the woman is a source of the consequence.
No, I'm saying that. No. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying
We're not
is,
talking
you're
about
both wrong. I say it again because everybody here doesn't seem to understand. You are both fucking wrong. So since you're both wrong, don't do it. She's 19, she's a little girl. But let's say that same girl, hypothetically, if you could, is another version of her that's 29 and she wants to have sex and I find her very attractive. I'm gonna say no.
Hey, Harriet would have left a lot of niggas behind.
A nigga helped her.
and-
Like, fucking a nigga helped her.
Who?
age.
Who?
Your auntie, Annie, whatever the fuck.
Who?
Your Annie.
Who?
Your Annie. Annie's. All of them.
helped her?
She was in Aquarius,
What man?
by the
I'm
way.
saying who?
What man helped her?
Who? Exactly. Thank you.
Harriet Tubman is an Aquarius. She's an exception to the rule.
But I thought a man helped her. Like,
I don't really agree that there's no responsibility because if I'm the older person, I'm supposed to have the discipline and the brain to know the consequences.
The older? You talking about the same shit?
Are we
with
talking about 19 or are we talking about 20?
in general?
It don't even matter. I'm 45.
Any age, Romeo. You're not looking at a girl who's younger than you. Any age, she could be 44.
Nobody want to get nobody pregnant. Like that's a whole nother. That's so extreme. I feel like the pregnancy is the extreme. If we just, I'm sorry, it's extreme. Sex is beautiful. It's a great union, but like bringing a baby into this, like, can we just take the baby out of it and just have a good time?
but that's the problem. I think that's the point that he's making.
He talking about going in them raw and then leaving them baby and then take your little 10,000 and I'm out.
You're right.
I'm not talking about that.
You're right.
I never said that.
So I'm saying, be responsible. I don't even know what to do. Like,
So who's supposed to be responsible? You or her?
me
Or her?
How
about the both of them?
Age? Are you asking me at my
You're
age?
both the same age. I'm not telling you you're older, you're younger. You're the same age, and pick any year of your life.
Bet. So I have these conversations though.
Okay, so who's supposed to be, I didn't say who is supposed to be more responsible when it comes down to consensual sex? You, the man, or the woman?
More responsible. I think it's 50-50. I'm sorry.
Why would anything have to be more responsible?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, why is only a man coming to the table with a fucking condom if we're both supposed to be equally responsible?
Because she's on birth control. That's
But if
why.
she's not, we're talking about having the potentiality of a baby. So you're talking to me about a man and a woman need to be equally responsible, right?
Yeah, but Rico, I feel like you always have this argument, and it's just not always that realistic that women are coming with female condoms to have sex. Can you sit down and relax?
Women are not supposed to have any accountability for sex. That's exactly what the fuck I am
what
hearing.
I'm saying. If you are sexually active, there is a chance that you are on birth control or you have some kind of contraceptive. But you're always talking about the man is always showing up with the condoms and not the female. Most females,
Women keep condoms. Hey.
My point is this. You handing a condom to a man is still putting the responsibility in a fucking man's hands. So now, when you say that a man and a woman is supposed to be equally responsible, that means I need to take the same precautions as her, and that's what should be the situation.
So-
However,
She's
that
on
is...
birth control.
No, we're not talking about birth control. You know, it's supply and demand. Women aren't looking to protect themselves.
but I don't see. But
It's not as
you guys
why?
are being
'Cause of supply
technical
and
now.
demand.
I'm not saying anything.
Women do not care to protect
The
themselves.
argument
This is the fact.
is technical now because a woman coming to you with a condom, a male condom, how is that not her being responsible?
You're putting
She
the
is making sure it doesn't matter. Somebody has to put the fucking condom on.
You're putting the responsibility, I'll say this again for you, you're putting the responsibility back into the man's hands. Because if this man decides to say, okay, I'll put it on and toss it to the side, right? Now you're back into the same position in which we are talking about. So if
You're not because if she hands you a condom, she is taking the responsibility and saying, "Here, I'm protecting myself."
she's giving you the responsibility. She didn't take the responsibility.
But then you're not the one being responsible at all because I gave you the responsibility.
We are okay. So this, let me say this again. If a man is supposed to protect himself with a condom, then a woman needs to protect herself with a condom.
Actually, I understand. I'm not understanding your argument. Okay, I just don't agree. So we could just
Of course
stop.
not, because you don't want to
we
take
could
accountability.
That's not what the fuck I'm saying. Because you're only talking about female accountability, and I feel like the conversation started with trying to hold the man accountable. And since we're not talking about that, can we move on?
Men, carry condoms. Carry condoms and be responsible. That's it.
Thank you.
Don't you think that Obama spoke to LeBron as making LeBron the community?
What do you mean making?
Hey, LeBron. He didn't call him young guy. He didn't say little game.
If he's going by the theory that he's taking about, we have some more community, and you need strong black men to not really police, but to be a community.
Mm-hmm.
An older black man
Mm-hmm.
went to another leader
Mm-hmm.
and called him over.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. I really
I don't think he was calling to check
Yeah,
him.
that's the thing. What I think the difference is, I don't think he was calling to check him. I was thinking it almost looks like he was saying like, almost
What you
like,
think about this?
yeah, like have you heard this before? Like, is
Mhm.
this the way he speaks? Because, and then LeBron was like, even finished his sentence, like, oh, he says he's the truth, the whole truth. So LeBron was confirming that's him. Like he was saying, like that's who that kid is.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I took it. I didn't take it. I could see how you could take it as disrespectful, only because of just the lingo of stand down, right? But what if that's what the young niggas are saying? Stand down is like a new young term that we don't know about. And he just happens to say it. You know, I don't know all the terms. He just happens to say it to Barack, but Barack is just on some cool shit.
So wait. I want to go on. I gotta get this on here. I gotta get this on here. So, and I agree with you.
I didn't see it.
I actually
saw a little bit of disrespect, but I didn't really see it as like a disrespectful, like, hey, so and so. They were at the White House, right?
No, I think they're just at a hotel.
If they were at a hotel and like,
Honestly, I didn't necessarily see it as disrespect. I saw really when I Googled it and found out what it was, I was like, oh, he's hype, like he's literally engaging him to say something.
Yeah.
Like he's
antagonizing.
No, it's not antagonizing. Like he's the most charismatic person, likely the smartest person in the room.
Mm.
So he knows exactly who this guy is. He watches his game.
Mm-hmm.
All he's doing is setting him up to say something. Just like an interviewer, you set somebody up to answer a question in a particular way. If they're not smart enough, they gonna go to they're literally gonna respond just like he did. If you're not smart enough to like make a split-second decision and digest the information and react appropriately, you're gonna react like he did. He knows exactly who that young kid is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And to coattail off of that, him calling LeBron, so you have to go through Barack's staff and what he's producing, his editors. Then you got to go through LeBron's people.
Exactly.
And say, look, if LeBron said, yo, I don't even want that to come out. So you got to go through 2 layers of like security.
They did.
That shit was set up. Now, I'm not saying set up is like, yo, you say this, you say that.
Yeah, we agree.
What I'm saying is nobody, when I first saw that, I was like, oh, all right, well, if he really didn't want this to come out, then he wouldn't have let it come out. That's how I took it.
So it's like Hooper's talking shit. That's literally what I figured it was.
And I agree wholeheartedly. But if I look at it from the approach, right? And I say, okay, cool. I understand that, whatever. It's television. It's entertainment. That's all it is. But now if we look at the entertainment and obviously, look at it from both sides, there's a situation that people want to not take into consideration when it's about respect levels, right? How he approached LeBron was entirely different on how he approached Ant-Man.
He doesn't know him.
But my thing is,
he knows LeBron.
My thing is, well, he knows who he is, but
who he is and knows him is different.
But what
knows him. LeBron be probably shooting hoops with this nigga.
But even if I don't know you, but I know of you and I know of some of your success, I'm still not gonna belittle you or belittle your success to you unless if I'm trying to, and I'm trying to create a difference. So when he says, yo, LeBron, this guy, but when he was talking about Ant-Man, he said, this young guy, he got a little bit of game or he could play a little bit, huh? So, and you see how he took it, because when he told him to say the full context, he said that I was just okay. And I told him, no, I'm the truth. Right? So you already understand that he took it as you trying to downplay my game. You're trying to downplay my skills and ability, in which that man, I'm going to assume because he's in the NBA and he's one of the top players in the NBA, puts a lot of fucking work, blood, sweat, and tears into his craft. So to anybody who takes their craft serious is not going to allow somebody to downplay their game.
I think the young guy just wasn't smart enough to know what was going on.
Ain't nothing going to happen to him.
No, I think
nothing's going to happen to him.
I think Barack Obama,
nothing's going to happen to him.
Again, he was setting up a situation, and he's not smart enough and old enough and wise enough to know what was going on. You see, the other was that Embiid, the tall one, right?
Joel Embiid.
He was he saw what was going on. He saw what was going on. This guy, Anthony,
Because he was also using him as leverage.
He's young. He's new to the league. He's still learning. He lacks wisdom. I just think that he just didn't recognize the setup of what was going on.
I think he recognized
he was the
it.
only one that was kind of like excited.
He wasn't excited.
He was excited.
He was not excited.
His response was excited.
He's like, you better stand down.
Determine if some people can make it or not. It's whether you can cook. If you know how to cook, that means you know how to save some money. That means you know how to plan a meal. You know how to make it stretch. You know how to get your proteins when they on sale. You know how to buy your produce when it's on sale and how to freeze it and how much to keep and how much not to cook and just all of the things that have to do with cooking and feeding yourself and your family. I'm telling y'all, that is going to be one skill that's going to break a lot of people. Do you know how to clean your own house?
Yeah.
Do you know how to wash your own animal? Do you know how to do your own nails? Can you bleach your own hair? Can you cut your own hair? So shout out to the people in this thread. So, did they all agree with me?
Look at that. You didn't even.
Wow.
Like
What
these
is Too
comments.
Smooth laughing at? What's funny?
Actually, I don't know. What the fuck is funny? Okay, I'm gonna shout. All right, I'm gonna shout out justcall.me.chris. She says she ain't miss a beat. If your man giving 80%, that's not the part on this.
She wasn't paying attention.
That's who you wanted to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so all right. Sorry.
That's why she was asking.
It said, me and my boyfriend watched this podcast last night and everything Aaron was saying, I was literally relating to. I appreciate that because I feel like a lot of people don't be agreeing with me. They don't like the shit I be saying. But I stand by it. I really do stand by it. Like, y'all, I paid $6.50 for eggs
That's it.
2 days ago.
How much you got?
I was about to say, excuse me,
For a 12-pack.
you complaining about that?
First of all, it was Aldi on Instacart.
I went to
So,
Aldi last night.
Um,
There was nothing.
I bought a chicken.
Nothing.
But
There was nothing in Target.
I just want to say that this morning, my husband boiled 5 eggs and didn't even eat them all. I was like, you know what? I really only bought them eggs because you wanted them. I say, but it ain't gonna be a whole bunch of that. I'm sorry. He said, when you think about it, it's only 50 cents an egg. I was like, yeah, but it used to be 2 cents an egg. I said, I can't. I said, would you pay $300 for a petite filet at Ruth's Chris? He was like, no. I said, same thing. Exact same thing. You know, child, these groceries is high. If you're not are y'all strategizing yet with groceries?
My strategy when I go in, I don't bring no bag, and if I can fit it in my hands, that's how I leave. That's how I shop. If I can't fit in,
I actually bring one bag typically.
I don't do all that. If I can't,
I actually go with a lot of bags.
That's my budget.
I just try to do one bag.
I go with like 4 bags.
Child.
How much you spend?
$40.
I know my shit be sounding
No, it's
asinine,
not 40.
but I know stuff.
Butter
I got to
is
45. I know what I'm doing.
$4+
You don't go in there with bags. You get what you need. You get your bread, stuff with a handle, some chips, things that you need, bags,
Got
and you
chips.
leave.
I know, but the food is gonna honestly, like a lot of times we would end up wasting food.
Not never.
Well, not we. I'm just gonna say the other person in my house was wasting food. Like stuff would go bad, and like now that he understands how much stuff costs, he be like, "Oh, we gotta eat that." I'm like, "Yeah, we do," and that was the case a year ago.
First of all, I don't even buy the groceries in my house, and I be telling my mom that all the time. Like, why you don't look at stuff?
No, we not wasting, child. These groceries is
I literally
astronomical.
paid
They
$5.
as high as giraffe pussy, y'all. They is so high. I ain't never paid so much money for.
I paid $5.
$2 for an avocado.
I paid $5 for a 6-pack of eggs
You know what I stopped
today,
doing?
this morning.
I stopped eating eggs.
It's so. It's hard
actually-
to stop eating eggs.
So
It's
not
not.
$6.50.
No, it's not.
I eat a lot of eggs. I eat a lot of beans because these are just like my favorite foods. Like
and
it's
beans.
hard.
Better
to
find
not
another
eat 'em.
favorite. Get
Gassy.
some cereal and some milk. Call it a day.
But you know what? My charging is free, so I just kind of in my mind I'm like, okay, well, can we one quick thing? And nobody mentioned it, I don't think. But shout out to Biggie's family since Miss Wallace died.
She
Yeah.
did today, yeah.
She was 78 years old. They said natural causes, but she was in hospice, so I'm not really sure how that works. But one thing I did learn about what she had done with Biggie's estate was that I guess when he died at the time of death, it was worth $10 million. And to date, it's worth $160 million. So I think that's pretty dope when it comes to like really nurturing what you have and growing it and having something to pass down, which is what I imagine we all, aspire to do with what we have. So just shout out to Miss Wallace, his family, and her legacy, and Biggie's legacy, and their kids and grandkids.
Shout out! I was about to say shout out Brooklyn.
It's definitely
Happy,
a Brooklyn.
Happy Black History Month.
Exactly. So, thank y'all for watching. We appreciate it. We love the love and the hate. We really appreciate the texts and not texts, but like the messages y'all send us about stuff y'all want us to talk about. So continue to do that. It really does spark conversations that we may not have had. So,
can we get a man to ask, write in to ask Amanda?
Oh yeah,
we would like a male perspective, so
I agree.
Rico and I don't sit up here and look crazy and call women hoes, and we can get like a Merlot, so we can get a Merlot point of view. Just a different perspective because
Love that.
I agree.
We would love to, or how about this? Or have a man write to me or Rico, and we will say it, and
You
they
be
can
getting
call us
stuff.
hoes.
You be reading some prompts.
Yeah, but it's not Ask Amanda. So I'm just saying, just to offer an alternative perspective. Men, please write in, not complaining about the women, because then me and Rico got to read it, and then gonna call your girlfriend or somebody a hoe. We don't want to do that. So just ask us honest questions, please. And this has been a great episode, and thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe, and follow. And until next time.
Bye, guys.
Stay black.